One day in late December, we receive word that there is a potential crisis brewing on Earth's space dock, so we set course for the solar system to investigate. This could be a situation most dire. Species 8472, the Borg. Maybe the Iconians have finally returned in force. Well, everything looks quiet. That is until we find a strange man sitting in a floating throne, wearing the archaic robes of Earth's late 21st century courts. On speaking with this individual, we learn that his name is Q, and he's here to wish us a merry Peldor Day of Honour, and he's come bearing gifts. I think he may have mixed up the human Christmas with the Bajoran Peldor Gratitude Festival and the Klingons' Day of Honour. He states he's never paid too close attention to mortal holidays, just the festivities and fun. And if we're wondering if he really is a Q, we can challenge that claim. So apparently he is indeed a Q. Q Junior, in fact. And now I'm I'm not sure what. But I better make myself scarce before ESD security tries to put me in a pen. At least there's one advantage to being in this form. After a mad race around the space dock eluding my would-be captors, Q's transmogrification wears off and Mark Hale returns to his original shape, no worse for wear. So let's try this again. Q says he's built a winter wonderland for us mortals to explore and have fun in. So why not? Maybe it'll convince him to just leave and stop distracting the rest of the station if we humour him. Very well, Q, let's explore this winter wonderland of yours. I'll give it to him. This is a rather beautiful sight. But he reveals that things are amiss in his festive, fabulous and frosty creation. The realm is haunted by thralls of evil snowmen, and the poor gingerbread men and women of the Wonderland are in grave peril. Also the reckless Krampiri, a creation of Q's own devising, a Klingon underworld demon mixed with the Krampus, is on the prowl looking for the naughty to take away. Looks like we've got to save Christmas. Pause for dramatic effect. Soon we receive our first distress call.
Help! The snowmen aren't taking too kindly to our building a village in their territory, and they're planning an attack.
Very well, how can we help defend the poor gingerbread citizens of this world? All my weapons seem inoperative, and for the life of me, I can't seem to remember how to throw a punch.
We need fuel for our village defense system. Please collect flavored syrup and shaved ice and bring them to a building in the town center. There are 2 receptacles on either side of the building, which you can use to deposit your collected materials. Once collected, flavored syrup needs to be taken to the central building in the gingerbread village. There is a sink that flavored syrup can be poured into on the north side of this building under the sign for the syrupometer. Similarly, shaved ice needs to be taken to the south side of the central building in the gingerbread village. The shaved ice can be tossed into a collection bin under the sign for the snowmometer.
Very well, Mayor Meringue, I'm on my way. It seems that Q has plucked citizens of multiple worlds and creatures, maybe also from different times, to take part in his events, so let's make our way to the imperiled tasty town of treats. The gingerbread gatehouse opens up to reveal the landscape beyond. It seems that the gingerbread people of a variety of styles have wrought their very abodes from the flesh of their kin, as their houses in which they frolic are too forged from the same gingerbread that constitutes their own form. Maybe I was wrong about them. Perhaps such heartless creatures should not be allowed to spread their fiendish ways. Look at them, their evil little eyes, their adorable little buttons. Hey look, there's a Klingon one. Well, we shouldn't judge. Perhaps this is... wait. Neelix? I am not surprised.
Happy holidays!
Q has charged me to discover new foods, combine spices in strange new ways, and to boldly bake what no one has baked before. If you bring me a recipe from the Winter Invasion, I'll send you to collect the ingredients. Bring them back to me, and I'll reward you handsomely. Save the gingerbread men from those dreadful snowmen, and you may find a recipe or 2 in Gingerbread Colony.
Well, of course you'd be getting into the spirit of things.
Happy holidays!
Yeah, and same to you. I've got to go save this town. Where was I?
The Snow Overlord is attacking!
The Snowverlord? Where? The sizable snowman summons more of his minions that pelt us with snowballs while he attempts to breathe his chilly breath on the houses of the town, freezing them solid. With no ability to use our weapons due to Q's enforced peace, we have to resort to hurling snowballs of our own to undo the molecular integrity of the snow golems.
The Snowconian has been hurt. Give it. Oh no! The Snow Overlord has frozen one of our buildings.
We can also lend our support by melting candies to form syrup to fuel their automated defense system, the mighty Snowconian.
You did it! You helped to defeat the Snow Overlord. Thank you for your help. The villagers would like you to have this reward for saving our home.
With that foul, frosty monarch dethroned, the gingerbread people are safe for a time and they can set about defrosting his deeds. Still, let's return to the plaza and see what else needs doing. Hey, who are you? Oh god.
No one but me understands how dangerous, how tenacious that Cramp Eerie is. Well, except maybe Q. Which would be why it's an honor for you to challenge Cramp Eerie. I'll keep watch on the horizons for any sign of the magnificent Cramp Eerie. And when he's near, I'll let you know where he'll appear. Challenge the Cramp Eerie with honor, creature.
I shall.
Peace is good for business.
Yes it is, my little Ferengi friend. Now, what else needs doing?
Welcome to the gingerbread colony! You've arrived just in time. The sugar-hating snowmen are on their way. Several members of our town council are still trapped in the village. If you could rescue them and beam them back to my house, we can start giving those cold-hearted snowmen their just desserts. Snowballs and snow guns are the only weapons that will work in gingerbread colony. So if you don't have a snow gun handy, take a moment to stock up on snowballs. The baker known as Q likes to drop presents and candy throughout our village. As a reward for assisting us, you are welcome to keep any presents or candy you find.
You dare enter my home? I'll destroy you all!
Well, without a snow gun, this is probably the best I can do.
Feel the chill of winter's night.
I think it's time to silence this knight.
Hooray! You defeated the snow!
I'll be back when the snow falls.
Standing over the defeated remains of another Snoverlord, the group action comes to a close. Yeah, I have a feeling my teammates did most of the work here, but still, victory is achieved once more, and the snowy menace is repelled once again. Right, what else needs doing? You there, Breen, what say you? What day is this? How may we pass the time? Get the biggest turkey. A race course? Sure, I'll do that, sign me up. This course sees us charging around an icy rink as we slip and slide our way towards the finish line, trying to stay ahead of our opponent, an opponent of the Breen's choosing, sometimes another Breen, sometimes a snowy creature. I failed the first time, but noticed people jumping when they reached the corners and found that it's a quick way to change your direction when taking these corners, although it does not eliminate all momentum. It does get you somewhat set up for the next stretch. Using this method and nearly cutting several corners, I was able to outpace my opponents and win the race. Exploring the reaches of the winter wonderland, we can come across several hints of a snowman's civil war. Perhaps this is a weakness we can exploit to disorganise their relentless offensives. It seems that some of the snowmen wield stick batleths against those who choose to wear a Delta bark insignia. Whatever power supplies these menaces, it does not seem to last, as these two remain frozen on the very brink of a deadly duel.
Winds blow and water freeze. We will bring you to your knees.
The snowmen have launched another offensive. Caught unaware and in the wilds, exposed, unarmed and unprotected, we're assaulted by a barrage of snowballs. So far, there have been no fatalities in Q's game. Instead, when you are defeated, you are immobilized in place, an icy monument to failure and shame for all to see, an eternity captured in ice to reflect upon your poor life choices. Oh wait, no, it defrosts. Then have at you, you snow good ne'er-do-well. Yes, take that. And another opponent felled. You don't deserve to wear that badge. Yes, you melt in shame.
I rule all the lands of ice and snow.
Another snow overlord descends upon the ice rink to attack the revellers and deprive them of their holiday cheer, but a scattering of scrappy defenders drive off the abominable beast, and another victory is seized. Continuing our icy exertions, I stumble upon a grisly sight. A score of snow soldiers, all bearing batleths ready to spill slurry upon the unwary, but all frozen in place, their mystical powdered powers evaporated into the chill air. A forlorn gravesite. Jingle no more, my worthy foes. Jingle no more.
Assimilated snowmen are approaching the gate to the Winter Wonderland. They will arrive in 1 minute.
Assimilated snowmen. Well, you see, the Borg are capable of, with the nanites, the little tubulars. You see, it goes into the ice, and I got nothing. But the threat is very real, as this gingerbread veteran will tell us. He lost an arm to them, don't you know? I hear they infected him, and it began to spread up his arm, and he had to cut it off himself to prevent his turning into a drone. Snow drone. Snow drone cone.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube and Gold Sphere lanes.
This is a defensive battle as hordes of assimilated snowmen, snow drones I'm going to call them, charge into the barricades and attempt to advance down the slopes to reach the gingerbread defences.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube and Gold Sphere lanes.
We run from marker to marker, fending them off and trying to keep the icicle turrets powered and in working order, as these deal significant damage to this horde of cyborg snow.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube and Gold Sphere lanes.
The horde makes it to the gates, but every icy inch costs them dearly. New forms of snowmen appear, these tall, striding monstrosities, and behemoths of destructive might, but the valiant defenders continue to fight back, and eventually we are victorious once again.
Resistance is futile.
All lanes clear. Defend the fortress.
Now the only danger that remains is the most fearsome of all.
Crampiri has returned. Naughty children. Today is a good day to cry.
The great Crampiri will grace us with his presence soon.
The final conflict is about to begin.
The Crampiri has been spotted, heading towards the racetrack. Glorious! I could teleport you there, but what could one such as you do against him? Can you chase him away over and over again until he gives up? I'll wager you can't save any of the gingerbread folk he has taken. Still, it might be fun to watch you try. You might make him angry enough to eat you.
This festively fearsome Crampiri has stolen away some of the gingerbread folk to presumably devour their flavoursome flesh. He'll probably eat them feet first like a monster, leaving their head so that they may watch until the end. He wants them to see. Driving him off, we give chase. This foe is truly immortal, and we can only attempt to dissuade his antics and save as many as we can from his clutches. This abstract arbiter of what constitutes naughty from nice needs to be brought down. What gives him the right to decide? He has no idea of the trials we've been through. Snow shrapnel flies as the ball blitz continues. Ball blitz. Maybe not that one. As the timer counts down, we secure some final presents freshly fallen from his sack, and the Crampiri retreats in earnest.
The magnificent Crampiri may be gone for now, but he will return. His tenacity knows no bounds. Glory to the Crampiri! Wondering how well everyone did? Behold!
Well, as fun as all this was, Christmas is saved and all good things must come to an end. But before I go, Q, I want to try something. The racetrack increases our speed while we're on it, right? Whee! Look at me go! I'm a Targ torpedo! Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, enjoy your day of gratitude and kapla. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the new year to continue the voyages of the USS Armiger and its freshly returned to normal captain. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I've been Rick, and goodbye.